I wonder what I did with those instructions. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of people in the chat. Oh my goodness. I am very tardy. I went to start this talk 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 9 minutes ago. This is me. 2 hours and 9 minutes ago. Going to hit the start streaming button. I go to hit the start. Pooh! Power goes out. I'm like, oh, it's a very windy day in North New Mexico. Very windy. 30 to 55 mile an hour gusts. So, they're working on stuff over here. They could have hit a main line for all we know. No, they were gone for the day. Branch probably fell, landed on a cable. Good old boys came out, cinched it up. 2 hours, boom, done. In that 2 hours, I've had this generator since we moved here in a box out in the little foyer area. So today, I finally put the little wheels on it. Right? It's plenty. Then, I'm like, I really should have got a gas can. When I saw him at Ace that one time and I was thinking about it. I really should have. So I go ask the neighbor, I said, you guys got gas cans? And he's got like this old tin one that's like a 2-gallon. And then he had like or maybe a 3-gallon and then like a 2-gallon small one, right? And he's like, he wanted gas too so he could run his chainsaw because he's doing a chainsaw carving in his front yard. He's the kind of guy, he needs to stay busy. So I'm like, you know what? Here, you take the gas. So, because, idle hands are the devil's playground. You want to keep some people extra busy, and they're creative. Give them creative outlets, then they don't let all that anxious energy they got working out in destructive ways. Stuff comes out sideways. So, I drive into town. Drive into town with these 2 gas cans. And I go all the way to the travel center. Right up from the casino. And they had another 2-gallon gas tank for $21. And I was like, man, they really freaking know how to freaking screw people over. That's one thing that people do know how to do is screw people over. It's just like, get as much as you can. Very opportunistic, I find it. So, and I couldn't even get gas there. I could buy the gas can there, but I couldn't even get gas there because it was a windy day, so they closed all the pumps down. I never heard of that before. That was a new one. Anyway, so I went on up the road. And I pull into this stall because it was busy. It's like 5:30. It's like rush hour traffic in Taos, New Mexico. Taos. They hate when you call it that. I'm like, well, stop acting like you're living in a town called Taos. Oh. So then I head into town because in the instructions it says use 87 octane and then the kind with 10% ethanol in it. So I'm standing at the gas and then I'm looking at, they got 86, they got 88. I went low, it's fine, it'll be okay. I was just second guessing myself so bad today. I called Mr. Iskey. I said, Mr. Iskey, It's just trippy, man. So I'll run it tomorrow, break it in. I'll put oil in it and run it a couple hours tomorrow, break it in. And see, just have a test run, dress rehearsal. Power's out. How long until internet's back up? Because Mom watches Roku. Either it's Roku and wireless or DVD player, but, And this thing will power this whole little compound in here. But I gotta go tomorrow and get some. Good boy, Benny. Hit the hydration station, and hit that and get extension cords and do it right, do it proper. So, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hale empath. I just have these little talks on the way I feel about things. I think it's so funny that I call today's talk "Should have planned ahead." Benny. Should have planned ahead, because Ma used to say that to me all the time when I was in high school and stuff, because I would just spread myself out too thin, and then I'd go in and take a shower, and I always forget my towel, so I'd be like, Ma, yell at Ma, can you bring me a towel? She'd get all annoyed. No, should have planned ahead. And then, that's how I learned a lot. To plan ahead in situations. Because I didn't plan ahead a lot in life. That's why I got, try and get as prepared as I can until the poles flip. And then it won't even matter. We'll just be back to the Stone Ages to, fires and... Yeah, Benny's trying to get the comfy spot. Mom's such a trooper. I left her with my phone when I had to go into town just because I just had the music on. I don't even know. It was cached. Or there's music stored on the phone. Actually, duh. So I just left it here with the Bluetooth speaker, and then the window's open, so it's not a uncomfortable. It's a very comfortable situation. And all that, I walk in and she's just sitting on the couch and just chilling and, doing this. Come on, wave. And she just, with the dogs, we're keeping her company and, because I was like, man, all these, it's when I'm in a hurry, God is puts up these freaking undulations that just slow down. She'll be fine, and she was fine. Because, if I was really worried, I could put this camera up for when I leave, and then I could watch her, You want me to do that, Ma? I wish I could have a one that I could talk to you. Walkie-talkies. I was going to get a CB radio for the Suburban. I thought maybe that would be kind of... cool. So, what's going on in the chat? What's going on elsewhere in the world? Hey, Carl. Kevman. Sun and light, he went to the ER with the fur. See? Okay. Yeah. Prayers up. Prayer warriors up. What's his name? Mike. He was just admitted to the ER with a full body allergic reaction to something. He's resisting. He's resistance. It's resistance. I know resistance. Resistance is how people get cancer. Why people get cancer? Because they go through life and they're telling themselves as they're going through how much they don't want to do the things that they're doing. Right? That creates resistance in a person. When people aren't living a way that they want to live, it creates resistance. That's why I have days... I ain't gonna lie, man. I got days, I go in the shower, I freaking turn the radio up, and I just freaking scream at God, because it's oh so too much, and how much more can I bear after living the same day for 5 years, And other people are getting their experience. Everybody gets their chance to experience life. It's what life is about, to experience things. It's so much more than going to college and working at this job for 20 years and doing the same thing and, all those stupid holidays and the same cycle that is just put and, and fall football and this and, and spring soccer. And it's just all that programming. There's so many other things that people could be doing. You know, so I pray for Mike that they don't fucking poison him too. You know, I hope they just put him on like saline solutions and stuff like that, and just try to flush it. You know, they find out what the toxicity is. You know, they gotta say, like, where has he been? What has he eaten? What has he smelled? What has he tasted? You know? It could be like exhaust from a freaking car that drove by. You know, I mean, it's just like, I pray for healing for Mike. And if they find solutions and his body cannot resist.
Where does he live?
I'm guessing Maryland, Ma.
Oh. So
There's just so much. Man, Susie Gemini just lost her beloved George unexpectedly, because because when I see her in Robert Phoenix, when he does his talks in the morning, his astrology talks, when I see her, we always engage. I haven't seen her in a number of days, and it just wasn't ordinary. And so when I did see her, she had said that he had died unexpectedly, COPD or something like that. Just heart just dropped dead, and that, you know, it's just, you love them while you got them. You just gotta love people while you got them. Let people know that. I like to let people. I don't let people know that I'm thinking about them. I do. So, anyway, it's been I didn't sleep last night, like, at all. Like, I missed my sleep window. So, before I knew it, it was like midnight, and then the neighbor he's got a Camaro, and I don't know what he has under the hood. It's pretty beefy. It's bassy. It's beefy bassy. So he was like trying to decide what he was trying to do last night at about midnight. And so I'm like, all right. And then I'm trying to figure out, like, why is he just driving around in a circle? And then I'm trying to get and then you can't get in the headspace of some people. It's just best you don't. And then, so, I don't know. I didn't sleep all night. And then I came in, and I didn't really get my morning time to wake up. And Mom was up before the sun. Mom was up at like 6:30. And she went to bed early last night, so I can understand why. But it's a real pretty day. It's a real pretty day. I was going to go into town tomorrow. But we had that quick trip today. That's so funny. Should have been prepared. She used to confiscate shoes. Huh, Ma? You saw I said to take my shoes away because I would leave them out in the living room or something. I mean, Ma, you can't take my shoes. I can't go to school without shoes. I only have one pair. Anyway. I appreciate the emails. I do. I appreciate the emails. I'm not good at typing. I'm very bad at writing back. And, last 2 days, man, I really have no... It's been so windy, and I have so much air, I feel so twirly. Twirly, like windy. Like, that's how I feel. Like, my thoughts are scattered. Like, are you hungry or anything, Ma?
Yeah. I like to have just a small piece of toast.
You want toast?
Yeah,
You don't want a bagel with garlic and herb cream cheese?
no, just toast, and not anything humongous.
You want a piece of toast.
Protein.
You're not going to split it with Benny, are you?
No.
All right. That's one thing I did get from the Air Force is learning how to get the right tools for the right tools for the job. Cause we had growing up, man, we freaking didn't have. I mean, just God, trying to make stuff work with junk. I just be like, one day I'm gonna have what I need. One day I'm gonna have what I need. Confounded. We got everything we need. We're pretty comfortable. I'm so tripped out. My birthday's on Easter this year. I never thought I'd see the day.
That's a good day.
I'm not even going to town. Oh, ray of medicine, a ray of medicine, a ray of medicine. See, on this computer right here, I got, it's called, what's it called? Oh, I found this today. I thought it was gone forever, and I found it. This is something I did in Omaha when we lived in Omaha and had our art Sundays. I was so happy to see it. It was behind the generator. I was like, oh my God, you're not gone.
That's good. You have
Thought it was gone forever. But on this computer right here, you buy the license, you can split it with a few different people and get like, I think I gave her 130 for the license.
Wow.
But it's a lifetime license.
Oh, the lights are pretty.
But on this machine, wonder how dead the battery is. This is just a crappy Windows machine. I got it at Wally World before I quit going. This one has... The only reason why I got this machine is for this program that I have on it. Specifically. See, I'm big on healing, natural healing modalities, you know? I understand, you know, I don't so they just pump people up with so much shit. I hate that. Because then you don't know if the body's responding to the shit that they're fucking pumping in them, or, you know, he ate some bad clams or some, you know.
It is a second nature.
Okay, so I have it. It's called Life Frequencies Pro X8. Life Frequencies.
Life.
Frequencies. And what this does, did it just open up several windows? Am I connected to the internet? I don't want to be connected to the internet. I didn't ask for this. I didn't sign up for all this junk. What's happening? It's like doing stuff it hasn't done before. There we go. Turn off wireless. Alright, that's all I wanted to do is turn off wireless. All that for that. So, okay. So this is a really cool program. You can't really see it because the lighting is crap. And it's that time of day that it's constantly changing. So the camera is not going to be able to keep up. So it's going to constantly be focusing. So even it's just going to make me mad. Hi, Sally. It's a don't you be crabby. That's the thing. Moods and my pinchers are all. I get crabby. Scorpio, you know. The freaking stinger comes out. I'm a Aries, freaking Rams. I mean, I got all this up here energy. I'm just trying so hard to keep it down here. So this Ripe Machine Pro X. That's better. Ma, you got to come up here to your toast, though. You can't, because Benny will try to eat it. All of these things, all of these over here are different. Look, they got for ALS, adenoid, all of these. These are just A's. Blood, I mean, all of these cancer, different specific cancers. So, all this stuff. Detox, diabetes, dizziness, eye disorders, fibromyalgia, all of it. And then you got this over here. All of these, they play frequencies. You can make your own playlist. Right? Yeah. This is all uterine stuff. It's just goes on. It's just like hundreds of them. Give you an example. Load preset. So I got a preset here. Well, I call it's good for people's teeth, because physical health, a lot of that has to do with teeth. And then like we got like mornings, and we got liver detoxes. Got another morning mix. I got one for anthrax, alcoholism, and the 3 A's, anxiety, I think. So, and then you can set your time and then just start it. And you can kind of hear it, and I just put it over here and I go on about my day, and it impacts my life in a positive way. See, the cool thing about this stuff is I can connect, people can tell me give me what is wrong with you. I can make can of butter. And then I'll put my own headsets on. Oh, wow. I'll use my own personal headset and put it on it'll be nice, and put it on the butter and infuse the butter with healing frequencies. So when you eat the cookie with the butter, then come here, Lou, get up, girl. Then you're getting the healing frequencies specifically modified for your own person and what ails you. Haha, that's pretty cool. Come here, Lou. She says, no, I'm not in the mood. Come here, girl. Come on, Grandma Retta has to eat her toast. Come on. Come on. All right, Mom. Oh, Tucker's up. You can eat by Tucker. He's not as evasive as Benny. Go ahead, sit back there. I'll give you your toast, Mom. Oh, thank you. And plus, my cookies are banging.
They're what?
They're really good.
Oh, they're good?
Yeah, they taste good. They feel good anyway. They will heal people. My cookies will heal people.
That's good.
They give people a good night's sleep.
That's a good thing, Margie.
They help people that have that don't have an appetite. They can make you hungry if you want. Yeah, and then coming into town, or coming back from town after I go through all that to get the gas and everything, Yeah. I pull up, I stop in front, give the guy, or I park. No, I pulled up and I park, and I bring the guy the gas can.
Yeah.
And then his brother yells, "Power's back on!" And I was like,
That's nice.
I didn't have to test it out. Ray of meds. They already don't know yet. The stankiest. Stinkiest weed. Want some toast?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is. Here's my instruction manual. I'm like, what did I do with that? Okay. Yeah, it says a minimum octane rating of 87 and an ethanol content of less than 10% by volume. We're good with 86. If not, I'll just be doing a talk one day and talking about the expensive mistake I made. Oh, Joey the Gypsy's freaking doing a live with somebody else. I wanted to freaking be the first. I wanted to do my first live with another channel with him, but he's doing his first one with somebody else, so now I don't care. Now we never got to do a live. Because it's, no, I don't like suck it. So, unless it doesn't work out. Anyway. So, things are pretty good for us right now. I got a really cool picture of the freaking moon last night. So cool. Benny, you stop. You're a heathen.
I bet that's interesting.
What?
Seeing the moon at night.
Oh, there's a big story. It's national news now. There were 2 women from Ohio. One was like 46. I don't know how old the other one was. They freaking came to... people think freaking the whole world is love and light and that, you know, they like navigate through life in this bubble and no harm is ever going to come to them because up until that point, it hasn't. And there are places the world ain't what it was, man. People have to use operational security and risk management in ways that they never had to before because the world wasn't like the way it is now. You got everybody. Okay, here's the deal. We have a thing called the Second Amendment. And because of that, we get this, okay? So, you know, it's like, all right, everybody gets a gun. Okay. It's in the Constitution. Everybody gets a gun, right? Then everybody else shut up about anything else. Then just accept, just shut your mouth. You just accept everything. If kids are going to schools and shooting up, no. Second Amendment. Everything else we just get to suck the D on. Right? Here's the thing. Teach your kids to meditate. Okay? Teach your kids what it is to discipline themselves and not go out and live that best version of their life 24/7, 365 because nobody turns out a stellar human being getting their fucking way in life all the time. That makes spoiled brats. There's a lot of spoiled motherfucking brats on the planet right now and people that can't handle and soothe their own emotions. They need someone there to say, you need pats or circles? What you need? You need pats or you need both? What you need? What do I need to do? You need to teach people to calm their own shit down. Control their own emotions. Teach kids to meditate. You teach kids to meditate, they'll want to shoot guns for sport and target practice and stuff like that. They'll get bored with it. They will never even have the inclination to cause harm to another human being. You do this, you won't get that. But the parents can't even discipline themselves because they're too busy living their best version of their lives, and then the kids watch and see their example, and everybody's living their best version of their lives, and nobody's doing any motherfucking work. Nobody's chopping wood, hauling water. Everybody has to work in life. Everybody does. At some point, you got a whole percentage of the population that goes around playing with our lives like we're little fucking ants on the underside between a magnifying glass and the sun because they feel like it. Because they have ideas of grandeur and inferiority complexes all in their twisted psyche. And then there's most of them are soused or on freaking drugs or freaking, they're out of their minds. It's not what God intended. None of it is. And we're going to see things escalate because we aren't even in the hot months yet, folks. It ain't even going to be hot yet. When people see, this is how meek is going. Everybody got, so everybody's endocrine system is compromised. Like I got the 8 anthrax vax. I know a lot of people got 3, 4 shots, you know. That compromises your everybody's going to be in a heightened state. I know how it feels. I just am glad that I'm finally in a place that, you know, I'm comfortable. I've been in such a heightened state of stress of the risk of being homeless with my 72-year-old mom who had a stroke when she was 38 and 4 dogs and a cat. We would have been glamping. It just would have made things so much more hard for me. God opened up the doors and we ended up right where we're supposed to be. And so I'm going out and I'm telling everybody I know, hey, if you don't have faith that freaking higher powers work in your life, well then listen to the story of how it works in mine. And if you don't have any of your own faith, feel free to borrow mine any old time you want. Because I've had to borrow other people's. I didn't have faith. Even if it didn't last, I still didn't have it. So I have to borrow other people's. Go to the faith bank. Make a withdrawal. Now these days I'm putting more deposits in. Huh, Ma? Yeah. So it was a pretty day today. It's just I wasn't expecting that freaking trip into town. I don't go in. I'm like one of those. I don't go into town after. I will once I get the plates for the Suburban. They weren't there yesterday. I'll try again next week. That'll be 2 weeks out. It'll be 7 to 10 business days. Anyway, because they're expired, and I talk a lot of trash. So I'm not gonna give nobody a reason to pull me over and then have me stand in front of a judge. It just won't go good for anybody. So I'm not driving it a whole lot until I get the plates. Even though I can explain everything and it's insured and all that stuff, it's easier. Ma, what do you say? It's easier to stay out of a problem than it is to get out of one? Yep. So anyway, I've been running my mouth long enough. We're at about 3-minute mark. I thought that was so hilarious is that I called this talk, should have planned ahead, and then the whole next 2 hours was me doing stuff that I should have done to be planning ahead. God is such a, and I look at God as good orderly direction. I don't look at God as like some freaking, dude with the beard, like that looks like the Gordman's fisherman standing on a mountain telling people how to act right, we're coming into all this Aquarius energy, so more people are going to start thinking like I think. They're going to start coming in because everything is frequent. And my brother can testify that I believed in this frequency. You believed in this frequency stuff and living from your heart your whole life. And where has it gotten you? You know how cool it was to tell him the other day that because I say you want to know why I believe in God and I have so much faith? I say because he's constantly presenting me miracles. Because we end up in a Arroyo Hondo right where Mom was born. Give me a freaking break. I don't see stuff like that on any other YouTube. Stories like that. I see a lot of people going around freaking living that best life though. I'm not hearing about how they pay it forward. I think that one girl, she helps with rescue dogs as she drives from one side of the country and another in a freaking Mercedes freaking camping van. People play too much. I look at God as good orderly direction, just doing the right thing. That's all God is to me. Like, Marge, you want to chew this person out, yell at them? Is that what God intended? Get my little Joe Dirt vibe in me, you know? Do good to people, good things happen to you. Freaking, when I'm a dick, freaking comes back to me hard. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.